So what's on your mind, Amanda?
I think I have I'm open to negotiation. In fact, I'm not quite sure of the thing, but I'm talking about my story's point. I think I might have a point, which that sounds so ridiculous. I might have a point in life.
No, doesn't sound ridiculous.
um, and yeah, I guess I kind of just want to go over it and make sure that it's a point that sounds good, especially because the wording is really striking me well, but I don't know that it is exactly right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you give us a 1-minute summary of your story?
No. Yes, hold on. Um, okay, so my story is about Rhenium, who is a mimic who can change into any animal, but is stuck honoring her ancestors' 50 generation contract with a huge corporate entity to be a transport dragon on a resource poor planet. Her family is heavily regulated and not allowed off planet. The novel is about taking a once every 200-year chance to turn into a being that can sneak away into space, saving herself and her family from indentured servitude. But when the moment comes, Ree has to decide between bringing her the knowledge back to her family to prepare them for escape long after she is dead and gone, or saving herself.
Cool. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
May I share your document, or would it be better to paste your point into another document?
Oh, it's fine to share.
Okay.
The other way sounds like too much work. Today needs to be a low work day. Everything needs to be simple.
I'm always prepared to open new documents. So, okay. So this is the point that
Yes.
feels the best, right?
Yes.
You owe martyrdom to no one. You say it.
You owe martyrdom to no one.
Tell me about this point.
So I actually, if you go a little bit up in the document, it sort of came as I was working on, go up a little bit more, please. On this, yes, the theme or idea. It just sort of happened there. And you can see like 3 points just kind of showed up. And I don't feel like they're fighting for room in this one book. I feel like it's definitely this idea for this book speaks to the first point. What I'm worried is I have a very specific idea of martyrdom that I'm thinking of, but lots of people think of lots of different things when you say the word martyr. So does that matter because it's my point and it's intrinsically only I see it and only I have to deal with it. So I know what this word means to me. I don't have to, what was that phrase we used in grad school? Define my terms. Because there's nothing, because I don't have, there's like no religious context that I'm thinking of. And yet this is a very religiously charged word.
Yes. Okay. So first of all, the point is just for you. So whatever words you choose to include are great. It's for you to remind yourself of what you're writing for.
Okay.
The fact that you're asking the question, though, makes me wonder if it would feel good and helpful for you to define it in your point.
Oh, okay. Maybe, yes. But it's all okay. Also, to dig a little deeper, definitely I will happily second guess everything until the seas evaporate. So I honestly don't know if this is like, I'm not sure, or yes, I am sure, but I just need to talk myself into it,
Got
if
it.
that makes sense.
Okay. So what if we just do an experiment and define martyrdom
All right.
as an activity? Does that sound okay?
Yeah,
Can I type in this document?
sure. Go ahead.
Okay. So how would you define martyrdom? Or maybe what it's not. Either way.
Well, I'm definitely not referring to um, someone being thrown on a fire for their religion. I am definitely not referring to the colloquial definition of somebody having a martyr complex where they over exaggerate or criticize, or they over exaggerate to get sympathy. I'm
Hmm.
specifically talking about taking on other people's opinions or um, expectations or yeah, I guess opinions, or even definitions instead of being true to your own truth. So everything from doing too much to sacrificing your own needs and wants for somebody else.
Hmm.
And in the
Okay.
context of my book, I'm talking about sacrificing your own wants and needs for an institution, for what an institution has defined
Hmm.
what those wants and needs you have should be. Does that make sense?
Can you say that again?
Nope.
Sacrificing your own wants and needs for an because
Yes,
like an
yes, to sacrificing your own wants and needs to um, meet the definition of what an institution says your life should be.
Hmm. Elizabeth in the chat. I love that Dani types on the fly with proper punctuation. So impressed. Okay. So martyrdom is sacrificing your own wants and needs to meet the definition of what an institution says your life should be. That's pretty powerful. Does this wait, okay, I want to ask another question before we potentially add anything here. You owe martyrdom to no one. What do you owe to yourself?
I talked about this. So I liked in this point, I liked the word "owe" because it means the flip side is you can choose.
Hmm.
And if it's a choice, if you're choosing to do something for someone or because of your beliefs, then it's and we get back to this word sacrificing again. Then it's a sacrifice, but it's the sacred kind, not the self-sabotaging kind.
Mm-hmm.
But specifically to your question, what do you owe to yourself? You owe to yourself to be who you wanted to be and do what you wanted to do.
Okay.
And fulfill your potential, I guess.
I'm gonna put that on a different line. Okay, so if we're thinking about your point, you owe martyrdom to no one. Does any part of this feel important for you to have in your point?
Yeah, I think maybe 6 months from now, I might not have as good of a grasp on what I meant at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
And I might not, but I like having this context. I like context.
Yeah. Okay, so if we were to add these things to your point, what would you want to add or change?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. There's so many words.
Okay. Can I try?
Please.
Ooh.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay, so my version. You owe martyrdom to no one. You should not sacrifice your own wants and needs to meet the definition of what an institution says your life should be. You owe yourself the sacred opportunity to fulfill your potential.
I like that. That's much clearer.
What do you want to change or add or take away?
Um, I I would like to change sacrifice because it undermines sacred later.
Ah,
So I feel like if I hit escape, is it going to get me out of the full screen here? No. Zoom just owns my whole computer right now. There we go.
reversedictionary.com. Other words for sacrifice: forfeit, compromise, forego. Hi, Alyssa. Welcome to your first coaching call.
Hi.
Hi. We're looking for another word for sacrifice for Amanda.
What a time to join.
Yes, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna mute you, Alyssa, for now. Karina, Reverse Dictionary is just my favorite, one of my favorite online resources. You can type in a word or a definition. So you can type in a definition and it'll help you try to find the word, but it's also just a thesaurus. And so you can search, by grammar, part of speech. I don't know. I'm not good at grammar. Yeah, it's a really amazing website.
Forsake. I really like that one.
Forsake. What else do you want to change?
I like that.
Will you read this for us?
I just saw Jessica two's comment. That's great. You owe martyrdom to no one. Do not forsake your own wants and needs to meet the definition of what an institution says your life should be. You owe yourself the sacred opportunity to fulfill your potential.
Is this what you want here, or do you want, you said, to be who you want to be and do what you want to do?
I mean, I think fulfilling your potential is a good shorthand for that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
does this feel complete for now, or does it feel like there might still be something missing?
I think it's complete for now.
Sweet.
Yay.
Yay. So that means that this is your good enough point for now, and that you should feel free to merrily skip forward and, expect that this will change as you move forward.
And thank you for people in the chat for saying that, for reminding me that it doesn't need to be perfect.
It doesn't.
Cool. Yay.
Yay.